So many charges. Blue Dodge Durango. Failure to signal, lane change 100 feet. Off-road lights. No license plate lights. And illegal rear license plate cover. Also a vehicle on the 126 heading west. No license plate lights. Another vehicle that I just got done watching. Failure to signal a lane change 100 feet on the highway. With a car right behind them, so that could be reckless endangerment. Car right here in front of me, failure to signal lane change 100 feet. That car that was on the highway for the possible reckless endangerment also had off-road lights, failure to signal lane change, and failure to signal lane change 100 feet. All this shit going on right here, and I still don't see any cops. 496 baseball Lincoln green. A primer black Honda car, I believe. Failure to signal a turn, failure to signal a lane change, off-road lights, or it could be washer nozzles on his hood. This is why they call this the Beaver State. Because of the beavers. I don't know what the cat's doing though. More than one cat. I don't know what the hell the cats are doing. Anyway, time to get back to the cops. Isuzu four-door SUV, maybe a bluish, greenish color, dark color. Failure to signal a turn in front of McDonald's. And a temperature note. Tonight is cooler than it was last night. Although today was actually hotter than yesterday was. So, I don't know what the deal is with that either. All I can say is that's Oregon weather for you. Natural assumption would be a hotter day would have a hotter night, but that's not the case in Oregon. Case in point, a few years ago it snowed in July. I shit you not. Snowed in July. Dodge 2500 white 4-door extra cab with the big grille, so it's like an 05 style. Sounded like a diesel. Tinted windows. Has off-road lights, traveling north on Mohawk. Another Dodge truck, only this time with 2 doors instead of 4. And it had no license plate lights. It's traveling same direction as the other truck. And that first Dodge truck was a short bed. I think this one had a longer bed. Stephen Franklin Baker, didn't get the last 3. Red, maybe a Toyota Corolla. Older style, late 80s, early 90s, something like that. It has license plate lights, but the license plate was so dirty I could barely read it. And after it got a little further away, there's another car with no license plate lights. After I got a little further away, the lights weren't even shining onto the plate, or if they were, it was dirty and can't read it. So I think that's illegal. Mexican just went by me on the sidewalk. I'm a pedestrian, he's on a bicycle, which means he just broke the law. Also, he has no light on it, which means he broke the law twice. Description, he had a mustache, he had a blue hat turned around backwards, he had a gray shirt. Currently traveling around Willamette Park. I believe it's I Street. I as in Indian. And I still see no cops here to enforce the law. Again, what are we paying them for? Thomas Lincoln Queen something 5.9er. Appeared to be a late 80s styled Mustang. Possibly speeding. 25 mile per hour zone. Looked like he was doing between 35 and 40 down 14th Street heading toward Main Street. White Ford, 2-door, possibly an extra cab. It's a Santa Pack work truck for the garbage people. No license plate lights. Heading north on 14th, now on Mohawk. Seems to be a common thing with those Santa Pack vehicles. Garbage trucks, that white Ford truck like that. No license plates on, I'd say 95% of them. Car going north on 14th. No, he has a headlight out. 124 Edward Peter. I'm pretty sure about that. Female driver, possibly a Honda car, dark blue, 4-door. Glenn Space J. George Lincoln Edward Nickel. May have been 2 N's, I'm not sure. Space Johnson pulling into the 7-Eleven. Off-road lights. 4-door car. 2 bicyclists. No light on neither one of their bikes. Heading against oncoming traffic. Looks like Glenn J is actually a burgundy colored 4-door car. GLENN space J. 2 N's in Glen. Guy just pulled into 7-Eleven on a girl's bicycle, a mountain bike. No light on it either. 338 Charles Robert Queen. I'm not sure about the letters. Dim lit license plate. Looked like a silver Toyota car, 4-door car. There's another one of those damn log trucks. No license plate lights. One right behind him, again, no license plate lights. In front of Phil's Clubhouse on Main. I still have not seen one fucking cop yet. Looks like we got a guy coming up with off-road lights. Back at 14th and Main right now. Looks like he's turning onto 14th. Heading northbound. Yes. Looks like a Chevy SUV, brownish colored. There's another semi truck coming. Looks like another one of those log trucks. No license plate lights. It's blue. Let's try to get some identification numbers on this one. Yancey Charles James. No rear license plate again. No rear license plate lights either. It looked like it had orange doors. Blue hood and orange doors. It's weird. And still no cops to enforce the law. That would be 2 nights in a row. So what the fuck? Another bicyclist heading east on the sidewalk I'm walking down. No light on that bike. In front of Subway on Main Street. White container truck. No license plate lights. I'm at the pick station right now, looking for empty spaces. The SUV is here. There's a whole row of cars still here. 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces empty, and I haven't seen one. Check that. 5 spaces empty, and I have yet to see one. Marijuana aroma at 8th and E Street. E as in Edward.